It's not like saying you guys just pointed at each other. Hello everybody! Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have guests once again.
Real talk, just rap pack, besides that, nobody I trust. Back again like I never left. Young Sinai said us to the death. We turned up till we go deaf. Rap pack.
So before we get into the nitty gritties, I'm gonna let some ladies introduce themselves.
I actually don't know what I'm supposed to say. Ding. My name is Titi. Hi.
Hi Titi and ding.
Hey, what's up? My name is Gugu.
Wow, thank you so much ladies for joining me on this video. So Titi and Gugu are both English teachers here in Korea. Titi is actually in the private sector of the English teaching. She's with a private school, and Gugu actually just arrived here a couple of weeks ago. She's a new teacher. And another story about Gugu, she's a follower. Well, Titi too, but she's a follower. No, the reason why I got excited about it is because she started following me before she got to Korea. So she was always like consulting, asking questions and whatever. So excited. Anyway, so today's video, we're gonna talk about the disaster that is COVID-19, coronavirus. So we are currently in Korea, for those who don't know, and Korea is like an Asian country, and corona is a huge thing here. So a couple of weeks, well, a week ago, the President Cyril Ramaphosa made a national announcement where he was telling South Africans about corona and that it's a national disaster and that some countries have been burned from like people from arriving into South Africa, and South Korea was one of them. Because it's been happening here. So Gugu, since you just got here like 3 weeks ago, what do you think?
What do I think about the
corona? Because you got here ready to work, and then now suddenly.
I mean, before I got here, I was obviously very excited because I saw your videos, I saw the excitement around this place, and I was really like getting to view apartments and stuff. And then I get here during national orientation, we were wearing masks like all day for 2 weeks.
Wow. And
we didn't even have outings. We didn't have excursions. We only had excursions inside that place we were at, and that was probably the most unfortunate part because I was looking forward to that. To exploring outside. And also it was cold, and I was not used to the weather. Oh my gosh.
Korean winter is brutal.
As soon as you walk out of the airport, you feel like this thousands like needles stabbing your body. South Africans are not used to that kind of weather, especially when you're coming from KZN, which is
where she's from.
Where I'm from, by the way, from the small town, which I won't tell you right now. But, and then we go to the provincial orientation where I actually met K2 there, which was exciting. But also there, we had to obviously exercise precautions, wash your hands and sanitize and everything. And no one got sick during that time. We always had to wear masks and stuff. So then I had to come in and meet my mentor teachers and everything, and they took me to my apartment, but I wasn't going to start yet. Everything was pushed back. Every 2 weeks it's pushed back. I haven't started. I haven't met my kids. We've been literally quarantined in you literally watching TV and watching the sun all day, every day. And now I'm thinking, people thinking from South Africa, why did she go there in the first place? Why did you go there? But also it's back. It's gotten to South Africa. Now they're understanding how serious this thing is. Maybe in South Africa no one has died from this thing, but people here died. It is that serious. And so, but I'm hopeful that sooner it will just be done. So we can actually start. Because I was looking forward to meeting everybody and then traveling as well.
I have a question for you actually.
Did
at some point before you got on the plane from South Africa to here, think, oh no, I don't want to go anymore because of coronavirus? Because I know of people who have cancelled their contracts because they felt they don't want to be in an area where there's coronavirus.
I did not. Honestly,
Yeah.
I did not care. If only people would understand how much I wanted this. I could hear news about coronavirus spreading in Korea, but at this point it wasn't that much.
Yeah.
Like in China. And so people, even my own family, my family knew 3 weeks before I left because I planned everything and nothing was going to stop me. And I thought if this gets bad, I'm going to be here and that is going to happen to me. If it does happen, then I die.
Well,
it's okay.
I do want to say a few things though, because a lot of people from home keep saying, come back. Like, why are you there? Come back. But the truth is, I think it's safer to be in Korea than it is to be in South Africa.
Right.
Reasons being, here there is an availability of masks. Yes, they are kind of scarce because, of course, everyone is buying them because of the situation. But the government has came up with a system where if you have national
ID card.
No, national insurance.
Yes.
When you have national insurance, every week you are allowed to buy 2 masks. And then you bring your ID card, so they punch it into the system so they can see this week you've bought your 2. You cannot leave this pharmacy, go to the next pharmacy and try and buy. They'll be like, no, you've already bought your 2.
Yeah.
So that's a way for them to kind of make, like, for everyone to be able to buy masks, even though people that are not covered like under the national insurance cannot buy them, but you cannot buy them in pharmacies, but you can buy them in other stores, which now they do have them. And I think the government might have made it illegal for pharmacies to ramp up the price of masks.
Yeah.
And another thing why I think it's safer here is here they test for free.
And treat for free.
So you can go anywhere. They're not gonna tell you, no, you're not showing, your symptoms are just limited, therefore don't test. No, they're gonna test you for free, and they're gonna, if they do find you to be positive, they're gonna hospitalize you for free. So if I go to South Africa, I'm not running away from it. It's still there. So I do think being in Korea, for me personally, I think it's safer than if I was in South Africa. And also I live alone, so I can self-isolate properly. I can quarantine properly. Unlike Ekaya, there are other people
and also I think also I think in South Africa, because we see what's happening, even though we're here, they're not taking this seriously. They are not taking it seriously. People here, there's no parties everywhere. People are literally isolating themselves because this thing can spread like this, and it cannot be easily contained as it is here in South Africa.
I think South Africa is also a bigger country, so it makes it harder.
You were saying about the hospitals. I was actually talking to my mom the other day. Here in Korea, they've created separate centers to treat coronavirus, so almost like mini coronavirus hospitals. As we in South Africa, they've selected certain government hospitals to treat. First of all, we all know government hospitals in South Africa are shady. Like, let's just be honest.
Most of them.
They are shady. So how are they going to be able to treat this virus that is unknown, that we don't have a cure for yet? We are just testing things. How are the people going to be efficient enough to treat it? Secondly, the poor people, the grandmothers, the people on pension, on grants, they go to these government hospitals for other types of treatments. Now they're going to be in the same space as coronavirus patients. How are they expecting it not to spread when they're putting these 2 sets of patients together?
No, you see another thing with South Africa, because obviously they are not as advanced, I'm sorry to say. So they're telling people, if you're not showing like major symptoms and you're fine, no need to test. Like, let's not waste tests. So that's another thing. You see, another thing why Korea was red zoned or in the red zone or whatever is because they were testing a lot, and they were testing everyone. So they were testing. If you go and say I want to test, they'll test you. They are testing massively, and that's why they found so many positive people, because they are testing everyone. So other countries were not, and also in Korea it's free. Most countries you pay to get tested, and not everyone can afford to pay. And in South Africa they have this thing where they say if you maybe think you have symptoms, but it's nothing crazy, then let's not waste tests on you. Let's kind of handle the people that are safe. So that's how it spreads as well. And I think another thing that South Africa is failing the people is that they are not educating people properly on how to prevent it, on how you can get it. They keep, like, people are so obsessed with hand sanitizer in South Africa.
It's not about
I don't understand if they think like if you put on hand sanitizer you won't get it, you're protected, or what's going on, because They are so obsessed with hand sanitizer. But what's the point if you're putting on hand sanitizer, but you don't have a mask on to prevent it from coming in through other parts, and you're constantly touching your face? You know, and also if you're only using hand sanitizer, but you're not really washing your hands with soap and running water, not very efficient. So I do think the government needs to educate people in terms of how do you get it, how can you prevent it, if you do have it, where should you go, because that's another thing. If you suspect you have it, where should you go, where are you gonna go? And I think they also need to educate people on what it is, what does quarantine mean, what is self-isolation, because people now are panicking. You see how in South Africa, people are buying all the hand sanitizers, they're buying groceries. Stores are almost empty. Some stores are almost empty because people are panicking, because I feel like they are not being told properly what's what. Here in Korea, it has never gotten to a point where
people
there were no food. Even hand sanitizer never ran out. Tissues never ran out. There's like life is normal. Life is normal. I think the difference is people are staying home more. Some businesses are not opening. They're not operating as of recently, and we're wearing masks.
Like literally, I noticed this every single like store or establishment, everywhere, even with the convenience store, there is a hand sanitizer or at the door. So before you touch anything, you spray whatever. Every single corner of every single store.
Every store has, like, if you go to like a department store where they sell clothes or shoes, you get there, like different shelves, you find a hand sanitizer. You get to a public transport, like the bus, there's a hand sanitizer. There's hand sanitizers everywhere. So that's another thing. I mean, I guess they do help, however, but they do help.
Just one thing, real quick. You don't put hand sanitizer on your clothes and on your jackets and on your shoes and on your hair. Coronavirus can stay on your clothes and on your hair and on your phone for a certain amount of hours. I'm not sure quite how many. I think 6 hours or so. So you guys hogging hand sanitizer the entire time is not helping you if the coronavirus is on your shirt or on your phone. Or if it's on your phone, you sanitize your hands, but then you're touching your phone with the virus. So really, it's a helpless practice.
It's so annoying. Like, I'm ready for this corona to be done.
Same.
And here a lot of people are buying online. So their things are just being delivered to their houses. So, but now a lot of stores are suffering because people are not going out there. They are not shopping as much as they used to. They are not going to restaurants and stuff. So a lot of businesses are closing because of that. And I also know in South Africa, it's a struggle, entertainment industry is struggling now. Like DJs, how are you gonna go and have a gig because now 100 people, it's a problem. And then TT, I know that schools here in Korea are closed. So schools were supposed to be open on the 2nd of March, and then they pushed it to the 9th of March, and then they were like, no, let's do it the 23rd of March and see and assess the situation. And then last Tuesday they pushed it to the 6th of April. So now we haven't been going to school I haven't been going to school. Top teachers, most of them don't go to school. Of course, it also depends on your school what they decide. But TT is with a private school, and she's been going to school. Your students have been coming, you've been going.
My director did not close the school. She felt that there is no coronavirus in my city, so there is no need for us to panic. There's no need for the students to panic. There's no need for the parents to panic. As long as we all practice the safe measures, which is washing our hands, wearing our masks. Every day when we arrive, each teacher is responsible to sanitize the entire classroom. So we wipe down the tables, we wipe the door handles, we even wipe the chairs because your clothes touch the chairs as well. Everything gets wiped down before the children come in. So we still have school, but it's like precautionary. But she did not close. We are still working every single day.
Well, me, I haven't been to school for 3 weeks now. I'm so worried. I feel like my kids are gonna come back and English will be gone. They would have forgotten it. So another thing that the government is doing, especially in my city, because I live in Janju, they live in Jonga. I think every Wednesday, I don't know if they're still doing it, like the local government will go out and they start spraying down like the streets where like people are, they spray down the streets, the ground, wherever to sanitize or clean or whatever you want to call it. But they do that as well as a
crucial
Yeah.
question.
Yeah. So here from day one, people have taken it very seriously. The moment it was announced and people were starting to die and stuff like that, yeah, well, at some point
And
people
it's
were not
real.
dying,
And it's
but
real.
now we have had like what 70 deaths cases or something like that. So once that started happening, people really started staying home.
Yeah.
You know, they stopped going out. I see in South Africa, I hear people saying, like I felt twat. Now I won't get it. There's no corona here.
understand
Like I
how
think
bad
people
it
think
is.
it's a myth.
Yeah.
And
in
even
South
if,
Africa.
even if they get it as young
Yeah.
people, you won't even see the symptoms. You won't feel
That's
anything.
the problem.
But then you go home where your elder parents or your grandparents who are
Vulnerable.
they're
Yeah,
they
vulnerable.
could get sick. You don't know
Through
the
you,
through
yeah.
you. But really, people need to be very careful and not be selfish. Honestly, listen to what the government is saying. Stay at home. Don't go out. It'll end, and then you continue with your partying.
Go on with life.
Honestly.
Because that
It's
is the
really
problem.
bad.
I remember I was talking to my mom a few weeks ago, before it was a thing in South Africa. Like the first 13 cases in South Africa, she started getting scared a little bit, and she's like, oh, I need masks, I'm gonna go get masks and hand sanitizers and whatever. And I'm like, Mom, what's the point? And she's like, I'm not even gonna go home. I'm like, what's the point? Because you staying home, you're isolating yourself, but you have kids in the house that are going to school. She's gonna go to school, you don't know who she's coming across and stuff like that. She's gonna bring it home because she's young, she's strong, she has a healthier immune system. That's how you're gonna get it. And I also have a friend who said to me, yo, Chomi, my family thinks I have corona because my sinuses are acting up. And I'm like, but friend, you probably don't have it. And she's like, yeah, I told them I don't have it because where would I have gotten it? You see, that's the problem.
That
That's the
mindset.
thing. You can get it anywhere. You don't know the people that you're coming across where they've been.
The lady
You know?
who created the bigger
exposure
spread
in Korea.
of coronavirus in
the
Korea.
first patient tested?
The reason she refused to get tested the first and second time was because she kept on saying, I never went to
China.
I never went
Therefore,
to
I
China.
don't have it.
I did not leave Korea.
Yeah.
Therefore, where could I have gotten it from? But she has infected masses. We went from being in the hundreds to being in the thousands because
literally
of one person who
overnight.
said, where could I have got it from?
Yeah.
So really, guys,
So
it's
people don't basanyata, do not
Honestly.
take it lightly. I'm genuinely hoping that in South Africa it won't be as horrible. Like there hasn't been any death reports in South Africa, thank God, and I hope there won't be. It's just a hope and a prayer. And I really do hope people start taking it serious. And I hope the government will start going out there and handing out masks, giving people masks, giving people hand
and the
sanitizers.
correct type of mask.
And also, yeah, exactly. That's another thing, the correct type of mask, because not all masks will work. And I hope they put out like correct information for people, so people are
To avoid
educated.
panic.
Yeah. And another thing I've seen here in Korea, what the government is doing is when you go like some stores, there is a camera at the door, and then as you pass, like even at the bus terminal, as I was coming here today, there's a camera. That camera takes temperature. So as you pass through by the camera, they can see like if your temperature is high, then they'll call you, be like, let's go get you tested. So they're literally really fighting with it, like tooth and nail, trying to see who might have it so they can get them off the street, get them treated, and then reduce the spread and all the panic and whatever. And then what about this woman who recently in a church who was spraying water that was mixed with salt, telling people it will cure coronavirus or something.
Guys, the churches in Korea, So this woman decides to tell people in her church, she's like a leader in the church or a pastor or something. She decides to tell people in her congregation that no, salt water, this is not true. Salt water can help prevent coronavirus.
Yeah, salt sprayed on wood.
This is not true.
Yeah.
So this lady had the salt bottle thing, the salt water bottle with the spray thing, and she went to every single member and she was putting the bottle like here, not even here, she was putting it here on the mouths. So not only is she spreading the germs in general between people, she is activating coronavirus. She's actively spreading it. But here's the twist. She had coronavirus when she was doing this. So now people are wondering, did she infect the water and then infect the people?
Yeah.
Or was she genuinely just spraying people and then she just happened to infect them? But Oksalayo, she infected 46 people.
And this is recent. Recently.
This was, I think, this past Sunday or last Sunday.
Also, I'm shocked that churches are still happening because a lot of they've stopped large gatherings. So I'm shocked that some churches are still gathering. And also, I'm really hoping that like leaders in South Africa will take this serious because there are some people that told them churches should be cancelled and whatnot, and they're like,
not our church.
Not our church.
We believe it's not gonna happen.
Of I think it's Zion.
Sarah Bishop.
I think something Gaelic. I'm not sure his name. Oh, if I'm mistaken, I'm sorry. But this guy is literally saying, my church is going to continue. He doesn't understand how this thing can just do this everywhere.
It's so sad.
So,
it really is sad that
really,
people are really taking it so lightly. But I am holding fingers for South Africa, and I'm hoping our families and friends are home. They're practicing whatever they need to practice to stay safe, and I'm hoping that at some point they'll find a cure and this whole thing will be over. Otherwise, from us here in Korea, we are safe. We are doing good. We are healthy. We are self-isolated. Well, guys, I do hope that you've enjoyed watching us and hearing from us, and you've learned a thing or two about Corona if you didn't know anything or whatever. But once again, we're hoping that everything works out with South Africa and the rest of the world, that this thing is dealt with properly. Now we can't even travel because, wow, Corona. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe so you can officially become part of the family, and check you out on our next video.